Soon, this empty lot on 29th Avenue could be Spokane's newest Chick-Fil-A. On January 24th, developers submitted a new proposal to the city. Last night, the city council passed an ordinance to ban drive-through businesses like Chick-Fil-A in that area. The newly passed ordinance would designate part of 29th Avenue from Martin to Fiske as a pedestrian street. The proposed Chick-Fil-A falls in that range, but Bronte Sorotsky explains why the fast food chain South Hill future isn't over yet.
This ordinance was meant to improve pedestrian safety here on 29th. It could also be bad news for this Chick-fil-A if its permit isn't approved the first time around.
These efforts, they help pedestrians, they help small businesses. This is something that the neighborhood has been asking for.
The Lincoln Heights neighborhood already worries about pedestrian safety along 29th and says a new Chick-fil-A only grows these concerns. In a statement to 4 News Now, the council's chair says, "Our council does not support a proposed Chick-fil-A on the corner of 29th and Regal, a restaurant that has a 2-lane, 50-car drive-through but still meets parking space limits is not a neighborhood-scale business. It will endanger our pedestrians and bicyclists." This ordinance passed last night, the 29th, but Chick-fil-A submitted a new proposal for the site on the 26th, 3 days earlier, meaning it doesn't apply to them yet, and the city is currently working with Chick-fil-A to see if the project can move forward.
For building code, land use code, traffic, stormwater, and so all of those things get compiled into one letter that we deliver back to them and say, we need more clarification or revisions on these items based on the plans that you presented to us.
This is the second time developers have tried to add a Chick-fil-A to this part of the South Hill. Their original plan included too many parking stalls, something they're working on this time around. Spokane's city planner says this new ordinance would only affect the fast food chain if their permit were approved but expired before construction wrapped up.
And so then they would have to resubmit, and they would be subject to the codes in place at the time that they resubmit.
If the city doesn't approve Chick-fil-A's contract this time around, they may not be able to approve one at the spot on 29th. Reporting in Spokane, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.